Hello and welcome to Train Sim TV, and we are today looking at the West Coast Main Line Birmingham to Crewe route from All Aboard Studios. This is the first DLC for Train Sim World 6 after the core release, which took place a few weeks ago. This is a 53-mile route, I think it is, approximately, all in, and it runs between, obviously, Birmingham and Crewe, but we're starting at Crewe, going to Birmingham. We're going to take a Pendolino for a drive on this run. There's going to be several videos over the course of the duration, sort of like the days and the week leading after it. But yeah, I thought I'll do a Pendo sale, and I don't think it's actually the shortest of services. It's coming in about 1 hour and 10, so I'm presuming this must stop at a few locations along the way. So let's get straight into this and get ourselves ready for the off. We've got about a minute and a half, 2 minutes-ish, to get ourselves sorted and get ourselves ready. So let's get some switches on, and that one, I think, oh no, that one, there we go. Right, that's all then. Key on. Right, I think the doors are open. There they are. Right, just cancel all this lot going off. I think that's everything. Right, so we join our train at Crewe, a very busy looking Crewe, as well. 350 in. So the 350s are the new train that come out, so they've got a /3 there, which is looking at the chatter. Well, there's no one on it. This is one of the new ones. This has got a different carpet interior and all that. It's a 2+2 seating arrangement on this one. What else have we got? Yeah, we've got a 2, which I think is the 2-3. Yep, that's a 2x3 seating arrangement. You can see a different carpet, different interior. Slight difference is, I think, on the livery as well. That one's got the pale green on there, where this one doesn't. I'll have to look out for the BTP livery as well. We might well see it. Just to take you back to April, I'm pretty certain it was about here where the teaser shot was shown. Only a detail. Well, this is my first drive of the route, so do bear in mind it may stutter. I haven't done any pre-caching or anything like that, so if it does stutter on this run, it may be because it's not been driven yet. So we'll just see what happens there. Flaky paintwork. There's plenty going on. 2 arms. This is where the old mail depot buildings and all that were here, but this is where the new entrance is these days. Not explorable, that. It's just a basic model for that part. Me and Mark had some great fun trying to get into that entrance with a ticket. We struggled. We ended up giving up in the end. I paid £8 for the privilege of not getting in that door. The entrance up here. All sorts going on. Definitely want to have a good wander around at some point. You've got Gresty football ground there. Got the border lines, the Independence. Got the Independent tunnels just over there. Not sure how far you can go down here. We'll see how far we can get. Oh, apparently that's as far south as north as you can go. See the North Junction box over there. But you can't get close enough to look at LSL, the Heritage Centre. You've got lines to North Wales that way, lines to Manchester that way, and obviously that way is where the JT route's going to go when that comes. But obviously, more on that when that time comes. We are good to go in, mate. I'm just having a quick nosy around, just having a quick fly about. Oh, there's another train coming in. Look, with a Pendolino. Looks like one of the collectibles is the defib. Maybe newspaper stands by the looks of it as well. I did see on the stream that there were some little boxes floating around. I haven't found one. No idea. Yeah. Ah, look. British Rail Class 3 70 advanced passenger train. Double O gauge. Brumfield. The QR code on the back of that. I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna have a look at this and see if it actually does anything. It goes to All Aboard Studios' website. Brilliant. It actually works, that's ace. Right, I think for now that will do us with a look around at Crewe itself. We'll be back here no doubt at some point. There's new Desto boards, look. Different text and font. And they're the standard model, but they've been reworked. Right, let's get the door shut. We're going to be calling... Oh, we're not stopping till Wolverhampton, then Sandwell and Dudley and Birmingham. Okay. Right. Right. So, I've got my atlas. Cover this. So I can give you some information. Get the right page up. Page 52 in my rail atlas. Basically just want to cover any like junctions and stuff like that. Where's Crewe? There's Crewe. Right, okay, right. I've got Crewe, that's fine. There's nothing massive on there as such once we get out of Crewe to talk about in the map, but the Crewe area itself is quite interesting. I mean, you've got LSLs over here, the old diesel depot. These days locomotive services operate out of there. They operate all manner of rail tours and charter services. You've got Crewe South Junction box here. Lines to Shrewsbury. Got lines to the left that go to Alsager, to Stoke-on-Trent and beyond. Then you've got the carriage sidings here. Let's get some power on and some speed down. Foliage-wise, is looking very lush, isn't it? Also, I'm doing this not in fog. The preview stream, for some bizarre reason, did the route in fog. I had no idea why you would preview a route in fog. Like, you're hiding the route. There's either something that wanted to be hidden, or Matt just decided he likes fog. But yeah, well, you can't see anything on this fog. Over there, there's plenty going on. Big yard. That's Basford all over there. Right, so Basford Hall Junction's coming up, which is the junction just coming up after this bridge. That's where the freight comes in and out of, on the right there. Now, I'm pretty certain there's something missing here. I'm pretty certain there's a signal box there. Basford Hall Junction box. Looks like the ground was ready for it, but where the asset is, I don't know. Whether it's been knocked down is another question, but I don't know. Need to look that up. We'll have a look. Basford Hall Junction signal box. Yeah, so I've got a picture of it, but I don't know if it's gone or what. I can't work out whether it's there or not. 3 signal boxes which have been oh, it's been decommissioned apparently. But maybe it's not there anymore. It's either there or not there, but okay, maybe it's gone. Not sure. Also, already absolutely storming along here and into swooping curves of elevation. Some great curvature there. Is looking very, very pretty. I'm not even set my lights up. Very pretty. Very fast already as well. Crikey. Right, so headed up by Dan and Kieran, they are a team built on passion, expertise and a drive to push railway simulation further than ever before. With years of experience in both game development and the railway industry, our expert team have been behind a variety of releases for Train Sim World and Train Sim Classic, crafting detailed routes, rolling stock and immersive environments that players have enjoyed for years. Now we're bringing that knowledge, skill and ambition to our Train Sim World releases, and we couldn't be more excited to share what's coming. It's exciting. What is coming? Well, their first route, this, is now out. So, West Coast Mail Line Birmingham to Crewe, and a Loco add-on which is the Avanti West Coast Class 805, that is not yet out, that is coming though, so that is what else they're working on. That was also announced in the Dovetail roadmap in the Take a Ticket segment. That's mainly. I thought it was some 50s here once. It was pretty hellfire a few years ago. So there's nothing really of massive interest at the moment to point out as such, but we're going to go up to Norton Bridge at some point. We're going to pass there, that's where the disused station is, so we'll point that out as we go through. Also actually 125, so watch what we're doing here. One little notable feature actually is this. Now this is a old spur which used to go, I think it went to Silverdale Colliery or Quarry. There used to be something up there where coal, I think it was coal trains that used to run up there. There is some videos of it on YouTube. Used to come back down there and join West Coast Main Line, I believe. Long gone, sadly. Such as life with the coal industry. Right, so this route is 53 miles up, so I was right with that. It has 11 stations. Runs through the heart of the Black Country, so the suburban areas. You've got Birmingham New Street, Crewe Basford Hall, Oxley, Cart and Soho depots included. Tons of layers, including the 390, the 220. There's lots of freight, rail tools and more. Look at this curve. Wow. That looks like an old station. Tell me the track separated apart, and that building on top of that bridge looks definitely like a station. No idea what it was though, but definitely a station of some description. I can miss, look at the pipes down there, look. And drainage. Presumably coming off the field. Rock cut in there. Just, yeah. Plenty of foliage. The fields have got all the foliage in them. Oh, God, I'm speeding now. Hang on. I need to get the speed set. Actually, don't know what I think. Doing this. Get the power going. Stick it there on 23. It's sorted then. So yeah, I am loving the foliage. I'm loving the detail of the trackside. There's loads of trunking. There's drainage, blue pipes, fences. There's elevated troughing as well. All sorts. OHLE doesn't seem to be zigzagging though, sadly. This is a shame. So another stretch of the West Coast Main Line brings with both familiar and new locations to Transit World, the heart of the urban West Midlands. All Aboard Studios' first release, or Transit World, takes you straight to the modern mainline action of the West Midlands and North West with fast-paced electric corridor packed with energy, contrast and realism. The West Coast Main Line was built by many smaller companies during the birth of the railway era, and central and oldest section of the route was the Grand Junction Railway, perhaps one of the oldest long-distance railways in the world. The GJR was designed to link the famed Liverpool and Manchester to Birmingham. Their chosen route weaved out of Birmingham to Stafford via Wolverhampton before heading up to Crewe. We're doing this in the opposite direction to this article thing that I'm going through. I'm basically covering some of the article I covered on the previous video, but it's just interesting just to go through it again as we're doing this. Those are custom bridges. It doesn't all feel the same. Why would it still baffles me why this was actually shown off in fog, because it is lovely. Why hide it? Unless you really want to hide something that you don't want people to see. Oh, that's right. That's 350. 115 coming up. I'm presuming we're coming up to Norton Bridge area. A little bit of Doppler. It's just big curves with the elevation. We didn't really experience that on West Coast Main Line South. It wasn't that type of route, but with this, it's just winds and twists and bends all the way through. That was great. A decent actually. Now with the track, it goes weird when you come out of camera mode. The track itself has got that ballast shoulder like we saw with the ATS route, but it's nowhere near as big. Nice. And the one thing I will say with the track though, it maybe feels a little bit too dark for me, but no doubt there will be the ballast update mod probably support this route, so I'll probably myself transition over to that, but not the end of the world, just my preference. This is Norton Bridge. This is one of the disused stations. I think it closed in 2007 or 17. I remember 2007 to be honest. It's very overgrown. I'm just going to zoom this back out so you can see. Nice that the platform still exists, but the actual correct type of lamps on it as well. Right, cool. So the line's joining over there from Stoke-on-Trent, so that's the Stoke loop that comes back in. goes off a Crewe and comes around back into here, and then they converge together and go up towards Crewe itself. Stafford, and that's where there's another junction then. Just shot that. I'm taking a few screenshots here because every potential be for a thumbnail. And then what we do is we just cheat the old weather system, bring the sun to that side. It's a shame the driver doesn't stay in the cab, but never mind. Game thing, not the route. As I say, we're not going to be stopping to Wolverhampton, so we're going to go straight through Stafford, but we will take a look and have a little nosy around. That'll be where the junction, and then it heads off towards the Trent Valley, where a lot of Avanti services do go. A lot of freight does go a lot mainly that way, unless it's going towards Besco. Loads going on the trackside, didn't there? Notice these. This is Great Britain. They've actually got the locations, the actual proper locations on them, which is nice. So definitely worth looking out for them on your journeys. You find where you are. Slow down here, we've got 30 coming up. M6. Far too unrealistic. Last time I was on there, I was stuck in a massive traffic jam. I think we're upgrading to smart motorway. Okay. Right down. Not in emergency brake, for Christ's sake. Can I revive that? No, I cannot. Revoke it, whatever you call it. No, definitely not. Oh well, never mind. Just forget that happened. Just ignore it. I'm going to just stop in. I've got that bush. Hear an announcement. Look, we're definitely down for 30. But marshland. But this route in Tracing Classic was the missing link that ATS brought to us in their subscription model. We had part of this little bit as well in Trent Valley. Went off towards the Trent Valley. It's nice to have that route in TSW as well, like the bit to Birmingham, the ATS missing link. That was a route I used a fair bit, so this will be getting a lot of usage, I can assure you. Right, down to 30 now. Not e-brake. So we are just approaching Stafford. Obviously, you will find that you'll slow down probably most of the time in your journeys to get across. Now it's mad to see how much like changes in this area, because there was a signal box here. Pretty certain there was a signal box in this area. Well, that's obviously been wiped out and obliterated for probably that box. This Stafford. It features the Calm posters here as well. The Calm campaign. Only been here once. Spotting in real life parts in that car park there. Been through here on a rail tour or two, and on the train been through, but only ever been on the platforms once. Quite cool glass, isn't it? All interioured. Plenty to see. Need to explore. Entrance there. Looking very nice. So that's the junction there to go towards the Trent Valley. Everywhere you look, there's detail. Allotments and all that. Plenty of foliage. It's even got bridge numbers, look. Insane detail. Insane detail. This add-on depicts the West Coast Main Line as it operates in the 21st century, circa 2019. Your journey begins at Birmingham New Street, the busiest station outside of London. For Britain, players of the Birmingham Cross City route will be familiar with the cavernous nature of the platforms there, brutally signal box and regenerated facade. New for 2006 is the full implementation of passenger platform announcements, meaning Birmingham New Street will be in full voice listing of stations, stops far and wide, and various services that will arrive and depart. Passenger ambience will also be heard depending on train loadings. On the deep platforms beneath the city, just 2 electrified lines carry north to Passengers New, climbing to the open air and into the heart of the Black Country, named for its industrial coal mining past. Motorway signs as well. Big gantry up there. Just really the route map as well. A nice mixture. More straight line down here. Little twists and turns again into Birmingham. And you see up here it's all swoopy curves and all that. So it's a nice mixture of running. On the south end, near Birmingham, is a bit more slower, but the north end is full speed ahead. What follows is the powerful sequence of locations that define the region's railway identity. As you pass through Smethwick, Albury, Dudley and Tipton, the industrial heartbeat of the Black Country pulses around you. Chimneys, canals, factories and terrace roads frame the railway, telling you a story of the hard-working communities and the proud industrial heritage. It is gritty, atmospheric and unmistakably urban. Then comes Wolverhampton. You rise above the city, sweeping across rooftops and then past the iconic football ground before arriving at the high-level platforms of this key interchange. Here, lines from Shrewsbury, Stafford, Bescott and Birmingham all converge, making Wolverhampton one of the most operationally significant points on the route. There's this Penkridge we're coming past now. Getting back to the houses. Coming a bit more built up, aren't we? housing compared to the first part of the route we've just driven. The team have got an eye for detail, and it definitely shows. Ignore the forest, it's because I've got an ini mod, but certainly it's because of inis that cause that trees in the sky thing. At north of Wolverhampton, the scene transforms, the city noise fades, and you enter the broad rural landscape of Staffordshire. The run into Stafford brings open tracks, steady gradients and clear skies. It is here where you join the core of the West Coast Main Line. You'll pass through Penkridge and into the modernised layout of Norton Bridge, where grade, separated flyovers and bypass lines of Great Bridgeford allow for smooth, uninterrupted movement. Every detail has been built to reflect the current day infrastructure. Like this, look at all this rock on the side there. It's obviously been re-sculpted and lined with like ballast or rock. The modern day signalling on this route, all the modern LED stuff, it's littered across the West Coast Main Line now. It's not bulb aspect like it once was. Oh no, sorry, we've done that bit. Your final approach into Crewe is a railway experience in itself. Long known as a major hub in the national network, Crewe features wide sweeping platforms, complex track layouts and operational detail at every turn. It is a fitting end point for a route defined by pace, presence and purpose. Players of the Spirit of Steam add-on will have experienced the station and expansive yards in circa 1958, whereas West Coast Main Line Birmingham to Crewe shows the location in its contemporary guise. The route is filled with detail from football stadiums at Wolverhampton and Crewe, hand-placed industrial and residential scenery in Soho, Oldbury and Stafford. This is a railway environment feels lived in. Almost 100 bespoke bridges have been created, including the musical bridge at Tipton. Custom overhead line equipment installed throughout, and every station using real reference from the real period. West Coast Main Line Birmingham to Crewe is more than just a railway line. It's a living network shaped by the people and the places that use it every day. I want to look for that musical bridge. You can find it. Not overly far from Wolverhampton. We're 3 miles out. I'm not going to cover the train today in the from the article because we'll do that separately for the 350. I just wanted to go through that bit again. Now, just as a side note, there is, I think, some sales stuff going on. I think Birmingham Cross City is on sale, and also there is a sale on the River Games Pack, the 170, which is used in this. Yeah, the West Midlands and XC170, Avanti Pendolino and the Birmingham Cross City are all on sale. So 30% off the 170, 50 off the Avanti Pendolino, and 80% off Cross City. So definitely worth grabbing them, because you'll get the 323, the Pendo, and then all the 170 stuff knocking about. I don't think you can drive the cross country 170, but you can drive the West Midlands one between Wolverhampton and Birmingham. So you do get a decent run. It's like 20-25 minute run, I think. Right, we are at a junction. I'm not sure is that Bushbury Junction? Right. I'm not sure if that's Bushbury. I've got yellow signalling. I'm trying to figure out where the junction is. I've got it in my atlas, but because I'm on page 47, should get the details for that. yeah, Bushbury Junction. So that takes you to Prescott. There's a freight line that. You will see freight coming out of that. I wonder if you can actually pick up freight services. At the beginning here. At the starting signal. There. Be nice. That's definitely a red signal. Put myself on page 47 of my map now because it's a lot more detailed, this section into Birmingham. It actually tells me all the areas. So yeah, Bushbury Junction. We're currently standing at Northampton North Junction. So we've got Oxley somewhere on our right. Is it even included? I don't even know if we can go down here or not. It looks like we can. I didn't realise this was until I read the thingy then. I didn't realise you could actually do this, but oh yeah, it's there, look. That's all usable. Cool. I'm sat there to say I don't know if it's in there or not. It's there, look. Lovely. There's all sorts to do here, really. There's actually a fair bit. If you want to do like depot turns and shunting stuff around, you can do that. I think it's in Pendlino's it running to there. I think. Right, Wolverhampton North Junction. The only thing I'll say is a little bit quiet so far. I've not really seen many trains passing, but I suppose it's just the time of day. I suppose if we were at peak time, it'd probably be a lot busier. We are like mid-afternoon. I'll say that, there'll be tons of trains passing us in a second, you watch. Canal down here, look. Very nice. A little bit rough in some of the edges around here, but need a bit of tidying up, really. That it says that. Look, there's all these trains here. Look. Interesting gantry. It's just been straight line one. Let's go diagonal. It doesn't happen very often, but Andrew Saxon, you're going to get a shout out because you've just given us a subscription over at YouTube whilst we're doing this video. I've just stopped. Not watching what we're doing here because I'm too busy looking around. This is Wolves, or Wolverhampton as it's also known. I think we're just waiting for that 170 to come. Just leaving now. Came here many years ago and was bashing the Class 57 Thunderbirds with Pendos. I did between Wolverhampton and Stanwell and Dudley and back a few times. Well, that was ages ago. I was only... God, I must have been about 14. 20 years ago. Frightening. Where does time go? Cool. power signal box here. Right. Well, oh, we found it. Look, the BTP livery. Didn't take long to find, did it? That does its own diagram in the timetable. So,
37 Avanti. Glasgow Central, calling at Crewe, Warrington Banky, Wigan Northwestern, Preston, Lancaster, Penrith North Lakes, Carlisle, and Glasgow Central. Will passengers intending to travel on this service please join the train now, as it is ready to leave. Platform 1.
this is the new sort of tram extension that's going on. It just sort of randomly ends there. But it's there on the front. Interior again. Interesting, quite nice, cool little roof though. We've actually got time here, so we can actually jump out and have a walk.
Birmingham New Street, Birmingham International, Coventry, Leamington Spa, Banbury, Oxford, Reading, Basingstoke, Winchester, Southampton Airport Parkway, Southampton Central, Brockenhurst, and Bournemouth. Platform 3 for the 15.
I do like the announcements on platforms and on trains. Oh, hello. Oh, what the hell's this? Is that for the RA? Is that for that? I don't know how that works, to be honest, but cool feature. Oh, there's a couple of villages there. Oh dear. Go for a nosy up here, shall we? Working lifts. Yep, newspapers are one of the collectibles. I'll wander down here. I understand why it just sort of ends there. I would expect the track to go that way, unless it was just left like this and it wasn't actually finished. I don't quite know what was going on around here when we're not getting to the station. Hey? Oh, bet there's a boundary there and you can only go on side. It's stopping for going in. I'm wondering maybe if when they did like the frontage here, they put the tracks in ready, and then eventually they connected them up. So I mean, I've never been on the Birmingham Wolverhampton tram. I'm just speculating. TFW service there as well you can drive. Is that a map? There's a poster. Where's that going? Holyhead.
Banbury,
At the
Oxford,
boys you're going
Reading,
first.
Basingstoke, Winchester, Southampton Airport Park.
I do like this. We'll definitely be giving that a drive. Good to know it does like services from here, because you can probably drive it out of here and go to Birmingham. Right. Just noticed down there's a walkway. Walkway. For some reason, I have no idea if that's meant to be fenced off or not. Conclusion. Jim can't open the mill gates. Anyway, right, let's get back into the cab. I just want to double check something. That's hopefully present. And it's down the back of here, which it looks to me like it is. It's the old low level. The old Birmingham. Not Birmingham, sorry, Wolverhampton low level. Nice to see. Little bridge. Or past platform layout. Walkways and stuff down to the siding where you can turn back. Look at that, that was lovely, doesn't it? Just looks so full and vibrant. Right, it's time to get going. Quite slow coming out of here over the viaducts. This is Crane Street Junction. This is very ex-industrial, isn't it? It's all like wasteland of where once stood mills and other like industries and stuff like that. Warehouses. Now it's just a patch of dirt with rubbish and stuff just chucked in. canal. I've got people walking that canal. Look. Cool. All aboard Studios graffiti. We've got the steel factory somewhere down here, which is the steel terminal. I think this is it here. It is, there we go. Sure if there's any services that went out of there. Potentially, maybe, I don't know. There's all these signs here, look. Landport Road. I like that, it's nice. It's a nice detail having them. We used to have them on our OTS routes in TS Classic. Another interesting bridge. Unique one. You get some power down. Well, not as fast now, it's only 75 down here. But we're stopping at Sandwell and Dudley, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 stations down. And it's Tipton where I think that musical bridge is, so we need to be looking around Tipton for that. What are your thoughts so far, guys? Are you liking what you see? You got this route yet? I am loving it. I do like it. It'll be one that's going to be on the stream a lot. The streams just end up being like this and Riviera and JT stuff. Speed set on. This is costly. Coming up in a moment. Oh, canals. Canal heavy around here. There's lots of canal and waterways. Oh, joy trap. That sounds mint. Definitely a bit of jointed track action there. Costly. Cool. Station. Oh, yes. Nice. That's good. The FLV then. Yeah, the traffic lights don't have any bulbs on green lights on them. I'm liking that detail on the front of the station there. It's very nice. Nice little station, that. Nice. Nice detail on that. Musical bridge, look, there we are. Wonder what the idea is behind that. There's obviously a reason it's got musical notes on it. I like that. Cool. This is Tipton. Not a massive station, just a waiting room in a small building there. Canal builder's yard, sort of canal works. Fixing boats up, look. Boat restorers. So that was Tipton. We've got coming up Dudley Port as well. I don't think there's actually a port there though. Goes past the canal going past it. Maybe there was a port here many years ago. Some description. There's not really a port there, it's just a bridge. Two bridges. Draw detail down there. Junction there. That boat moving? No, it's not. I thought it was moving around Cornwall. Sandwell and Dudley is coming up shortly. This is a real nitpick of mine, by the way, but I'm just looking at where it says stop at location, the station now. It just says Sandwell and Dudley 1 rather than like platform 1. Should even put platform in there because every other route in TSW I think really just say platform. Where it would. It's called a very nice shot of the canal. You can get some nice lighting down here. I like that. Quite photogenic down here. It's very built up, but you can get some nice screenshot. Right. Get ready for stopping at Sandwell and Dudley. Literally everywhere you look, there's just so much detail. Fantastic. This route as well is £29.99. It's only available on PC and the Gen 9 consoles. It's not a Gen 8 route, this, so unlucky if you are on a Gen 8. Sadly, it's not going to be available to you. This would just never work on a Gen 8. Probably fry it to death. I mean, I think personally at this point, Gen 8 should just be obliterated from this platform, like this title, fully. And at this point, it's just holding stuff back. All stock car markers are present as well, which is nice. Yeah,
London
weird
Euston,
LOD on them.
calling at Birmingham New Street, Birmingham International, Coventry, Milton Keynes Central, and London Euston. The train at platform 1 is the 15:55 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston, calling at Birmingham International, Coventry, Milton Keynes Central, and London Euston. Will passengers intending to travel on this service please join the train now, as it is ready to leave. Platform 1 for the
Let's see if there's like a speaker source for this, because no speakers.
West Coast service
Sounds like it should be around
London
here.
Euston, which is ready to leave.
Right, last stop at Birmingham New Street, platform 01. But actually, this says platform. I'm probably presuming that that's inherited from Birmingham Cross City. We're going to go through some more stations all along the way. We're going to go through Smethwick Galton Bridge, Smethwick Rolfe Street, and then to Birmingham. We're going to pass a few junctions as well. Got Bolton Junction, Soho Junctions, obviously New Street tunnels, past the junction there. We'll go past the depot and into the tunnel. Bit of random wall there. There's a few little rough edges here and there. I mean, like if you look down here at these bridges, like you're not going to get a canal look through that really. Plus that's not a canal, it's a river, but still. This is, I think, Galton Bridge. 170 there. Good car. You got the junction there. This is part of the route now where it's a bit more slow. 65 until it drops. Nice detail down there, there's a lot going on. And this is Rolfe Street. But yeah, I think overall as a debut route, I think they've absolutely smashed it out of the park, really, haven't they? And they said it was like 10 months to develop. I think it's been in QA for a while, and I think it's been sort of in a queue, from what I've read. I think TSW6 obviously took, spots as I expected, because obviously that had to come out. So they've had to wait, I think, for that to get through. tunnels there to the left. There's been more tracks down at one point. Maybe 4 track, maybe 3 track at least. Probably say 3 track to be honest, looking at that. It was this view I always liked on TS Classic. The canal there and the bridges. There's people walking over the canal here. Yeah, there's a lot of photo areas. Definitely take a ride on this rather than drive and just sit back and enjoy it. Just spotting them. Jump off and get on other trains. Plan a day out and look at the services. Proper bash. That could be quite good. Going to New Street House and dropping into the tunnels. Nice dark tunnel. And everything looks like it's actually been baked in here as well, even the wires. Nothing missing. Nice. Shrewsbury service. Now I have no idea if there's any overspeed ramps. This. I'm not going to take any chances. I'm going to get myself right down to speed. And here is New Street. The New Street itself is the same New Street as it was on Birmingham Cross City, but it's had a lot of extra work done around it. Like it's had reed light bakes, loads of new clutter as well, loads of extra foliage placed around the track. It's just all sorts. It's definitely worth an exploration in itself. We're sharing platform. I feel like we're not actually where we need to be yet. We'll have to wait for this Voyager. I feel like that's a bit of a dodgy, bit of a weird. Stop. I'm going to go with it anyway because I can't sit here all day. There's more of these EDEU boxes here. Intrigued to see how this works. Thoroughly enjoyable though. I'm looking forward to my next drive on this now already. There'll be more videos getting recorded. Probably look at the BTP one next, I think. But no, going back to free roam for a second there. Voyager's off now. No, yeah, absolutely fantastic. Great work to all aboard as well, and well played to them. Looking forward to the next pack and whatever routes they cover next. If anything like this, hopefully we're on to a winner. Another cracking dev, keeping TSW alive. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, hit your notification bell for future videos, and don't forget drop some comments and any thoughts or like that in the chat. Don't forget to find us on Twitch on a Monday and Friday at twitch.tv/trainsim_TV or TSW mainly. Maybe TSW in it, let's be honest. At this point, we'll be obviously showing this on the streams, so do keep your eye out for that. But until next time, I'm getting kidnapped. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye for now.